EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 25-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Love's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is Parker, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
2nd and 10.
Time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's caught by Waller out left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
Great play. And it's tough for these guys. You've told me before to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy, so that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? On second down now, it's Logan. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Tua going to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run for Gaskin as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Logan. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check point. Three. Kill. Turn up.
Play action this time with Love. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is going to be pulled one-handed.
Wow. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense calling for it as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside line.
And got his man complete. Touchdown Raiders.
Bryan Edwards.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He finds his man complete. It's Logan. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Play action, now it's Tua. Flush to his right. Line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown! T.J. Logan. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
24. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The Love's throw taken in by Edwards.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Logan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Logan. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's at the 30. 10.
I need to get my swag right
and
now.
all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Dolphins 32.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Reception here by Ruggs.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Love, they go play action now. Oh, Waller, what a catch. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 68 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal.
42, Dolphins 39. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. Play fake. Here's Love.
And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is...
And he's home for the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
On first down, it's Logan. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Ball in an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Tua on fourth down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Dolphins 46.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9. Tua. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Tua now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At their 49-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 18. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. It's Mixon on the counter. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great.